Hello and welcome to the audiobook reading of The Intercessors, read to you by the author, me, J.D.Blackstone. If you would like to read along with The Intercessors, you can read at WebNovel, Inkitt, Wattpad, and Royal Road, and I will leave the descriptions or the links to those within the YouTube description. So let's get started. This is Chapter 2. What do you know about my grandmother? From the POV of Aria Peres, the main character. I will find ya, the man on the soft phone system says. That is, if I'm ever in Jersey. I can't tell if he's trolling, drunk, or just from Brooklyn. Tension envelops my shoulders. I rub the back of my neck and let out a breathy chuckle. Warmth radiates to my cheeks. That's nice. Well, is there anything else I can help you with, Mr.? I quickly glance at the profile on the customer management software to remind myself of his name. Devlin? Oh, that's how you's gonna play me? I thought we had a love connection, baby. Mwah, he says, making a popping sound with his lips. You's probably too young to remember that show. This guy ought to thank his lucky stars we're not breathing the same air right now, because I want to clock him so bad. But the first week of online customer service etiquette training comes to mind. The training rep was wearing an electric blue skirt suit with silver high heels. She actually panned the live stream camera to give the trainees an outfit of the day reveal. Her just past the shoulders length hair teased at the roots, layered in a quintessential feathery 1980s shag. She smacked her gum and told us, "The customer can feel your vibe." She had the most peculiar high-pitched baby doll voice, and she must really like her job. My voice could never do that, especially for so little pay. I decide against GPSing this guy's address and settle on a smile instead. The corners of my mouth tug upward reluctantly. I cock my head to the side. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight? I say in a voice 2 octaves higher than normal. Come on, I'm just busting your chops, kid, he dismisses. Great, well, if there isn't anything else, thank you for making Nestflick your #1 platform for your entertainment streaming needs. Please stay on the line for a brief survey. Have a nice night. I promptly disconnect the call using the software's interface on my desktop computer. Good riddance, weirdo. Last customer of the night. I exhale deeply, leaning back into my ergonomic home office desk chair. There has got to be more to life than answering phone calls from old men who want to yap about their subscription and comprehension. The weight of the past 4 hours melts as I sink deeply into the chair's state-of-the-art supportive reclining feature. Thoughts of tedious small talk, monotonous monologues, and indirect indecision all fade away in this moment. Nothing could convince me I'm not floating in a cloud right now. What a worthwhile investment. New caller, blares in my headset through a synthetic voice, snatching me from my momentary restful state. I forgot to log out, I yell, pulling myself up to an upright seated position. The new customer pings into the soft phone system. Once a call comes through, it must be taken. Hello? The caller says. Panicked, I punch the end call button without saying a word. Irresponsible? Yes. My only hope is that they weren't waiting on hold too long for a representative. I log out of the employee interface and unplug my headset. Sorry, not sorry. I'm tired. My shift is over, and after dealing with Mr. Love Connection, I'm ready to unwind online with my friends. My smartphone rings. I keep it inside a pull-out drawer organizer that sits on my desk because I prefer the phone's camera not watch me while I work. I grab the phone out of the wooden organizer and check the caller ID. My mother is calling. The timing is interesting. I tap and hold the green answer call icon on the screen and drag upwards. I should really consider getting a dumb phone. Aria, how are you? Are you still at the bar? She asked before I can even say a word. No. I paused for a second. She hasn't inquired about the bar in months. Why is she now? Should I tell her the truth? This could be your moment to come clean. I decide against it. I'm at home working tonight. Literally just got off. Your timing is always oddly impeccable. Mother's instinct, right? Yes, mother's instinct, she says. I'm just calling to make sure you ate some food today. You know how you get when you forget to eat. I ate something earlier today. I'm fine, thanks, I assure her. Okay, good. A new colleague brought in some homemade Black Forest gâteau today. A generational family recipe, apparently. She said when the recipe is followed precisely, the end result is consistently flawless. And the cake has such a rich flavor profile that even Chef Gudrun Rasmi demanded she sell him the rights to the recipe. I must admit, the cake looked most elegant. Anyway, she insisted I have a bite. You know I'm not one to eat that type of food. She, however, was so persistent. I gave it a tiny bite. It was indeed delicious, she says. Mother sure does drone on. She continues, I'm just now realizing I should have brought a slice home for you. My apologies, Aria. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Promise. Well, I'm glad you're taking better care of yourself. It's just you can so easily forget, and you know how that affects your mood. I interrupt. Susie, I was just about to head to bed. I'm absolutely cooked after so many calls tonight. So I'll just see you in the morning, okay? Bye. Oh! I disconnect the line and set my phone down on the desk. As I bring my hand back to myself, the side of my finger accidentally grazes a picture frame that's beside the organizer. The frame holds a picture of my grandmother. I pick the frame up and look at the picture. My grandmother, Eleanor, my generational anchor. Her stoic gaze pierces through the photograph directly into my soul. Her gentle, kind smile relieves my tense mood. Instinctively, I mirror her smile. Soft curls frame her warm, almond-colored face. Aura emanates from her body, and I swear I can almost see a faint line of white or purple surrounding her. Setting the frame back on the desk, I kiss my index finger and touch the frame's glass. If I can't give her a real kiss, I hope I can at least send her one to her spirit. Enough of this sappy stuff. I'm ready to see what the gang is up to online. I wiggle the mouse to wake my desktop and log into a VPN. Gotta watch your back, incessantly. I turn on my favorite synthwave playlist for a little background ambiance and hop onto the world's #1 online communication platform, Vibes. My best IRL friend in the whole universe, Indigo, is already logged on. Her username is Late Night Radio Host. Mira Mira, Gadget Gossip, and Stealthy Stella join regularly. They're already logged on too. They're not real-life friends, but because we talk almost every night, I've grown to enjoy their proximity, virtually. Songbird is my alias. Songbird suits me well. Granny gave me that moniker. Every few months, she'd come to visit me at my parents' house. On those thick humidity summer days, we would hang out on the patio all afternoon, dancing to classic oldies or play hide and seek in the woods behind the house. Most days, we'd sing. She said my voice was melodic and soothing, like a bird song. At dusk, we'd cozy up in a large Adirondack chair that faced the backyard and sing at the top of our lungs with wild abandon. We would sing about everything. The night sky I'd watch for hours, hoping to find just one meteoroid thrusting through the atmosphere. The fireflies I'd try to capture in a mason jar while they teased me with their effortless bioluminescent hovering. An owl's menacing hoot, hidden within the thick darkness, attempting to add sagacity to my neophyte tune. And Granny's everlasting presence by my side, grounding me and my melody. Whatever was happening in our immediate realm is exactly what we'd sing about. Heavenly. The chat looks lit tonight. I type pleasantries to everyone, and they all respond in their own unique way. Late night radio host, hey bestie, mira mira, hey songbird, how are you? Gadget gossip, welcome back. Stealthy Stella, hi. Hanging out online with these people is probably the most exciting part of my day. In their company, I feel a sense of safety. I think I trust them. Because if I'm being honest, I don't trust myself right now. Lately, sound sleep has been difficult to come by. I have insanely vivid dreams every night. My dream world has always been colorful, especially since Granny left. As I got older and started doing more research, the dreams seemed to be under control for a long time. The fear of meeting the Sandman would keep me awake researching remedies until the sun peered through my bedroom window. Occasionally, in my distressed parasomnia, I would fight the demons head-on by putting the research to the test. Whether I slept or pulled an all-nighter, exhaustion greeted me in the morning. The nightmarish seesaw continued for years, until one day I surrendered. I accepted that I was fated to be plagued with those hellish visions. Then one day I woke up and couldn't remember what I dreamed. Figured it was a fluke. So I went to sleep around 3 the next morning and awoke hours later with no recollection of what happened while I was asleep. I was cured. So I thought. 1 year ago, the dreams came back. They're more vivid now than times past. There's one particular recurring nightmare where I'm trapped in a labyrinth inside a dense forest. I'm running. The reason why is unclear. No one is chasing me, but there is a palpable darkness inching closer with each sleep session. Occasionally, the nightmare transports me to an abandoned building, and that same ominous energy is present, hunting me. Routinely, I wake up in the middle of the night covered in sweat. If I'm lucky enough to sleep through the night, disorientation grips my mind, and I can't tell if what happened before I awoke was a nightmare or reality. Waking from my dream state this morning was no different than the day before. Tonight, I want to stay awake for as long as possible. Inside our server, some new guy is in the group chat, or maybe it's a girl. Their name is Ghost0110. Who invited them? I consider asking the chat, but as soon as I have the thought, Stealthy Stella eases my reservations. Somewhat. Stealthy Stella. I invited my boyfriend to the chat. Gadget gossip. Ghost0110? Stealthy Stella. That's him. Gadget gossip. Cool. Welcome, Ghost. Late night radio host. Hi. Mira mira. Waves high. Hand emoji. Ghost0110 doesn't reply. Guarded in my approach to making new friends, I forego saying hi to him. It's not that I'm stuck up or standoffish. I just don't have any reason to be overly friendly. Perhaps if he stays in the chat long enough, my opinion could change. But for now, I'll switch the topic. Songbird. Hey, BFF for life. Hand emojis and a heart. Late night radio host. Bestie! Gadget gossip. Doesn't BFF already mean best friends for life? We all spam laughing emojis. Late night radio host. Hey, you guys. Songbird's B-Day is coming up in 2 weeks. Instantly, my cheeks warm. Songbird. Girl, why are you telling everyone my business? Late night radio host. Because you're my girl and I want to celebrate you. Heart emoji. Indigo asks everyone in the chat what state they are from. She tells them if they are close by, they can come and hang out with us for my birthday. Although mortified, I wouldn't dare bother to stop Indigo from shining a spotlight on me. That's just who she is. Eternally, she will be the friend who makes sure everyone gets their time to shine. She's the one checking up on me when I've been MIA for too long. If I'm under the weather, she's the one who drives from Brooklyn to Shiloh Township to nurse me back to health with homemade soup, soothing essential oils, and Life of Pi on DVD. If Granny could have met Indigo, she would have liked her just as much as I do. My birthday is in 15 days. The big 3-3. There isn't any elaborate plan on my calendar, and certainly no party in the works. I haven't really celebrated my birthday since I was 8 years old, and I won't be celebrating it this year either. Indigo knows that. So what exactly does she have up her sleeve? Late night radio host. Me first. Apple emoji. New York. Gadget gossip. Delaware. Late night radio host. Delaware? People are actually from there? No shade, Gadget. Songbird. Laughing emoji, crying. Facts. Gadget gossip. Ladies, we literally were the first state in America. Look us up. Mira mira. New Jersey. Songbird. Me too, mira mira. Late night radio host. What about you, Stella and Ghost? Songbird. BTW. Mira mira. When are you going to change your profile picture? Been warning you for a year now. Mira mira. I still don't understand why I should change it. Songbird. Take it from a former coder. Having a pic of your actual face on this platform is so old gen. A lot of weirdos online could notice you in person. Mira mira. A lot of weirdos IRL too. Laugh crying emoji. Songbird. You're not wrong. Sweating emoji. Stealthy Stella has left the chat. She left without adding to the conversation and without saying goodbye. Rude. We were just getting to know each other a lot better. And what about her boyfriend? She gonna take him with her? Indigo calls Stealthy Stella out for dipping off without giving the juicy deets on her locale. Too late. She won't ever see the message. Ghost0110 doesn't share his location either. While I'm peeved that they're not opening up to the group because we're all being vulnerable, I can't blame either one of them for not sharing. Although we're building trusts with one another, we really don't know each other at all. Indigo calls Ghost0110 out too. He still doesn't respond. The server indicates he's still in the chat though. Maybe he's AFK. Gadget Gossip suggests perhaps Ghost0110 had to go to work. Late night radio host suggests we kick him out. She has never been one to play games. Mira Mira mediates on his behalf, suggesting we all take a chill pill. Wholesome. Eventually, the chat's chatter about the two lovebirds' departure dies down. But I want answers. Songbird. We see you in here, Ghost0110. Shh, emoji. Late night radio host. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone. The server says you're still in the chat. Songbird. This is exactly why I have trust issues. Mira mira. Why? What happened? Songbird. Randos join our server and don't say anything. Tech is a blessing and a curse. Mira mira. Two sides of the same coin. Songbird. Exactly. Tech is invasive, but also very helpful. Gadget Gossip. Can't live with it, can't live without it. Songbird. I can definitely live without it. Gadget Gossip. You say that now, but the new stuff they're rolling out is peak. You seen that new OwnBot? Gadget Gossip giddily tells us about OwnBot. He says it's a humanoid robotics technology currently used in retail spaces like grocery stores and shopping malls. Indigo chimes in, exclaiming she recently discovered the OwnBot will replace 85% of the human workforce by the year 2030. What does she know about robotics? She doesn't work in tech. After a few minutes of indigo and gadget gossip ping-ponging the tech talk, I zone out. Opening a new tab, I declare in the chat I'm bowing out of this conversation. Might as well lose myself in a virtual rabbit hole. The love-hate relationship I have with tech prevents me from volunteering insightful information to the conversation. I wish it didn't, but as a coder by trade, I understand the good, the bad, and the pure evil tech innovation is capable of evolving into. Who am I to rain on their robot parade, though? But the way these bots are advancing, someone's eventually going to have to throw water on them. After doing a quick web search on OwnBot, I typed my thoughts in the chat. Songbird, y'all two are crazy. These bots are next level. I even unplugged my Omen smart speaker after using it. I don't trust these things, so I definitely ain't trusting a whole robot. Late night radio host. Shake my head. Yeah, you do unplug your Omen device. That's wild. Songbird. It's literally a speaker, guys. It's listening habitually. Gadget gossip. Facepalm emoji. Mira mira. You can't let tech cause you to distrust everything, Songbird. There is good in the world. Songbird. People show me every day they can't be trusted. People plus tech equals apocalyptic outcomes. Mira mira. There's nothing to worry about, Songbird. Even though you may not trust technology, just know that God is in control. He knows what's going to happen because he already planned the end. Praying hands emoji. Mira Mira asks if we believe in God. She shares a verse with us, Jeremiah 29:11. She says if we're ever feeling alone, the verse will encourage the reader. Pretty bold claim. She posts in the chat, God loves you and will take care of you, even if life circumstances make it seem otherwise. He has a plan for your life. And while I'd like to believe that, I can't. I don't trust God anymore. He took Granny away. He betrayed me. A quick web search on what the Bible says about trust proves quite revelatory. I post in the chat a verse Mira Mira can't refute. Put not your trust in princes, in a son of man, in whom there is no salvation. Psalm 146:3. So I trust no one. I thought I could trust the people in this chat. Clearly, I got ahead of myself. As soon as I press enter, an unexpected chime emanates from my computer speakers. A new message icon pops up in my Vibes inbox. Must be Indigo wanting to vent about how the chat just went from synergy to sermon in less than 10 minutes. Definitely did not see that coming. Remaining inside the server, I click the new message icon. It's not from Late Night Radio Host. The username is Got Your Six. Who? Aria, join me in this private chat room if you want to know more about the disappearance of your grandmother, Eleanor Peres, the message reads. My fingers hover mindlessly over the keyboard as my mind blanks. My heartbeat quickens. That all too familiar warmth radiates up my neck to my cheeks again. A knot churns in my stomach. Sweat beads cover my palms. I try to swallow, but my throat is too dry. How do you know my name? And what do you know about my grandmother? Okay, so that is the end of chapter 2. Thank you so much for listening. Again, I will put the links in the YouTube description on where you can read online if you would like to follow along. And please leave any comments or questions that you have. Stay blessed.